For this video, we're going to be talking about the Week 5 fantasy basketball buy low and sell high targets. Over the past week, the NBA has shifted and a lot of things have changed. So this week's update is super important. What's going on, guys? Welcome to ezBUCKETZ Fantasy Basketball. If you are new here, my name is Soom and I run ezBUCKETZ on YouTube, but this is my fantasy channel. If you love fantasy basketball, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming updates. I'm a fantasy basketball expert and I'm here to help you guys win your fantasy basketball leagues. And if you guys are ever interested in getting one-on-one fantasy basketball support where you guys can message me directly and ask me questions, go check out my Patreon page, link is down below where I offer you guys that. I'm a diamond rank in my fantasy basketball leagues and I promise you guys my advice is the best I can give. So if you guys want trade advice, roster advice, waiver wire advice, I'm here for you guys. Check out the link below. But now let's talk about week 5 of fantasy basketball buy low, sell high. First up, we're going to be talking about the SellHigh Players. Players that right now, their value is higher than usual. On this list, I got Lu Dort, LaMarcus Aldridge, Andrew Wiggins, Ricky Rubio, Tyler Hero, Grayson Allen, Dennis Schroeder. Lu Dort has been phenomenal for OKC. Over the past 4 games, he has scored more than 20 points and has been very aggressive, and his shots has been draining. But in the past, we've seen Lu Dort get inconsistent and of course starting to miss his shots. So right now, while he's hot, trade him. Over the past 2 weeks, Aldridge has been great for the Brooklyn Nets. He has been a scoring spark plug off the bench, but with him being a bench player, there will be some games he won't be as good as we want him to be. So trade Aldridge for a more consistent center. Wiggins has been phenomenal for the Warriors, but soon with Klay Thompson coming back, Wiggins could be taking a downgrade. So trade him now while he's scoring plus 20 points per game. Ever since the Colin Sexton injury, Ricky Rubio has been a prime time target for fantasy basketball, averaging about 15 points and 7 assists. And although you can keep Rubio, I do believe trading him for an all-star caliber point guard might be a good idea in a 2-for-1 deal. Same thing for Tyler Hero. He is the 6th man for the Miami Heat and the 2nd leading scorer. And honestly, I don't see Tyler stopping, but with him having fantasy basketball value, especially when it comes to name value, you can probably trade him for a top 30 player right now. Grayson Allen has been one of the best fantasy basketball targets during this season, but soon with Dante DiVincenzo coming back and of course Chris Middleton coming back, trade Grayson Allen now while he's super hot, averaging about 4 threes a game. Dennis Schroeder has been feasting without Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown right now is getting questionable game after game, which means his return is soon. So trade Dennis Schroeder before his usage rate drops. Moving on, we're going to be talking about the buy low players for week 5. Players that I believe right now they're underperforming and maybe their managers and owners are fed up. You might be able to get them for a cheap deal. For this list, I got RJ Barrett of the Knicks, Marcus Smart of the Boston Celtics, Damian Lillard once again, he has been a part of this list for the past videos, Isaiah Stewart, Julius Randle, and Jusuf Nurkic. Right now, these players are not performing well. Over the past 4 games, RJ Barrett has been underperforming. His minutes has been decreasing, averaging only about 7 points per game. It's because he's missing his shots. And with Tom Thibodeau loving RJ Barrett and his development, RJ Barrett will be a great long-term fantasy hold. So get him right now while he's super cheap. Marcus Smart is there on the assist rate and of course the steals rate, but his shots are not going in. And of course he's only averaging about 8 points per game. But soon as the Boston Celtics get comfortable and have to start winning games, Marcus Smart has to start scoring more. So Marcus Smart right now is a super buy low. When it comes to an all-around aspect, Damian Lillard of course has been on the buy low. He is one of the first rounders in fantasy sports that has been underperforming week after week and after week, and right now he is slowly getting better, and I'm putting him on this list because you want to get him right now before he goes back to his first round value. Isaiah Stewart's going to be great with Kelly Olynyk out the next 6 weeks. Keep an eye on Isaiah Stewart for field goal percentage and of course rebounds. Julius Randle surprisingly has only been averaging about 12 points per game over the past couple of weeks, and right now the Knicks are kind of struggling, not just Randle but RJ Barrett as well and Evan Fournier. So Julius Randle is the perfect buy low target right now when it comes to all-star and of course a top 30 value. And last but not least, we got Jusuf Nurkic. He has been struggling with the Blazers, and oh boy, with the Blazers struggling, they're gonna need him to pick it up soon. So that's why right now with him only averaging about 7 points per game, Nurkic is a great buy low. So yes guys, this wraps up my video for today talking about the week 5 buy low and sell high targets of fantasy basketball. Once again, if you're new to the channel and love fantasy basketball, welcome to ezBUCKETZ Fantasy Basketball. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. One more time guys, I am a fantasy basketball expert. I'm here to help you guys win your fantasy basketball leagues. So if you guys ever want one-on-one fantasy basketball support, one-on-one fantasy basketball advice on trades, waiver wire, and roster changes, go check out my Patreon page. Link is down below. I'll do my best to help you guys win. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
How will I be remembered? I got it.